Hello and welcome to LinkedIn Tips for the Over 40s. My name's Paul DeMichael and I am the Career Medic. Today's session we're going to be looking at the headline on your LinkedIn profile. And the headline is this section I'm highlighting now, and it sits just beneath your photograph and your name on your LinkedIn profile. Now this headline I believe is very important. In fact, it's one of three critical elements of an effective LinkedIn profile. Those three elements being, of course, the headline, picture, and also the first couple of lines of your summary. Now we know that people on average only spend 7 seconds on a website, so you can imagine then that the first screen and the things that people first see are particularly critical in terms of creating a good first impression, and of course ideally trying to encourage that person then to scroll down and find out more in your profile. Now a headline by definition, if I look at the Oxford Dictionary, is a summary of the most important items in a news bulletin. And obviously we're talking about LinkedIn today, so it would actually be a summary of the most important items on your LinkedIn profile. So how do we actually make the most of this particular real estate? So the first thing we need to do is to go into our edit mode. Now I won't do that today, but you need to go into edit, and this is where you can actually update your headline. Now in the headline we've got 120 characters that you can actually use to populate this particular real estate. Now that also includes spaces and the vertical separator. So on my profile headline you can actually see these vertical lines. Now that can be found on the right hand side of your keyboard just above the backslash. Now you can also see on my profile there are certain keywords or phrases in there that would hopefully help to identify me and my profession: career coach, resume developer, LinkedIn profiles, interview skills, and so on and so forth. So we know that everything online, which also includes LinkedIn, is subject to search engine optimization, or SEO. So if I'm going to be found on this database that is LinkedIn, people would search on those sorts of words and phrases. Now I wouldn't just have them on my headline, although it has a slightly higher SEO weighting, but it also have those words and phrases liberally peppered through my profile as well. So again, think of yourself as a database record, and that your record has to be searchable and searchable on keywords and phrases. Now if I was a financial accountant, I might actually have some different words in there. Obviously I might have things like financial accountant, CPA, reporting, analysis. You get the idea. But what you don't want to do in this section, folks, and I see this quite often, is to waste it on those sort of desperate sounding phrases like looking for next role, on sabbatical, spending time out, or other insipid phrases. Or perhaps what's even worse are the hackney old title and company. So in my case, rather than having my headline the way it appears here, it would appear as owner, the career medic. Or if going back to my financial accountant example, financial accountant, ABC and Company. I'm sure you'd all agree that that's not particularly inspiring, and we actually want to use this real estate again in its most effective form. So what you need to do is to go and look at other people in your industry or profession, see what sorts of words and phrases they're using on their profile, and also try and then replicate those in your headline. So if they appear often enough and there's a bit of a theme, it's likely they'll be searchable terms within LinkedIn. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick LinkedIn tip today. If you'd like to know more, you can visit my website, which is www.thecareermedic.com, or certainly you can visit my LinkedIn company page, The Career Medic. Thanks so much for your time today. I look forward to speaking again in the future.